And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. You've probably been waiting all week for it. We have a fantastic show planned for you on today. I've been talking about it for a while, that a lot of the comments that you get from the pro Umar Johnson supporting crowd are just, I mean, they're going to need to be studied. There's going to need to be a college course just studying the mindset of these people that support Umar Johnson and the amount of copium it takes to still hold on to this air dream, this pipe dream of the FDMG school. So what I did was I had an opportunity to reach out to a wonderful content creator, Ivana from the Mademoiselle podcast. And she's a young lady that actually went to FDMG and kind of walked around, gave us a good lay of the land. She did a fantastic job of kind of explaining who Umar is. And then, of course, the school and what's going on there. Well, I had an opportunity to talk with her, and she decided, and we both decided, why don't we go on live together and we'll just go ahead and read some of these crazy comments. I said, say less. So with no further ado, let me go ahead and bring her in. Grace and peace, friend. How are you?
Hey.
Hey now. All right. So real quick, Ivana, tell us who you are, what your channel's about, all that kind of good stuff. I'll even give you a big screen.
Sure, y'all. So I'm the Mademoiselle. Real name is Ivana. I am from Elizabeth, New Jersey. I make content about rants, reactions, and commentary regarding the Black community, mainly dealing with social issues. I've now dibbled and dabbled into scams and unfair business practices and things that people be doing that they just really shouldn't be doing. I also have two other channels. My Haitian channel deals with Haitian voodoo politics and folklore. And I have a personal channel where I do personal stuff, story times, things like that. I also dance. So yeah.
Oh, all right. So we might have to do a dance break then.
Period.
We might do a dance break. All right. So you said that you kind of started dabbling in. What got you interested in the scams and all of that shenanigans? And then, of course, we're going to talk about the scam of the decade. But what got you into it?
I feel like my first person I looked into was Dana Chanel. I actually been following that nonsense for a while. I don't know if you guys are aware of Dana Chanel. She's another Christian scammer that loves to sit there and peddle God with her nonsense. But her and her husband, Donnell, sat there and they made like 8 different businesses. I'm not even joking. It's a lot of different businesses, from taxes to scam. That's a scam, to app creation, to like business, like something where they were promoting businesses. Long story short, it got really bad to the point where the district attorney of Pennsylvania got a hold of them and they made her pay over $80,000 back in restitution to her followers that were scammed. So yeah, after that, I was like, oh, let me just start dibbling and dabbling and seeing how bad these people are. So I'm going to be getting way more into it as the time goes, because it's just like these people are always doing the most.
The most. Absolutely the most. All right, let's talk about it. Now, I'm hearing a small theme here. You said Dana was where? In Philadelphia?
Philly.
You're in New Jersey. I call that area New Jerseyadelphia. I call it New Jerseyadelphia. All my in-laws live there. And then, of course, the Prince of Scam Africanism. Go ahead. Tell us about Dusty Dashiki. How did you learn about, and how did you run into Umar Johnson?
The funny part is, so when I first started my channel, a lot of it was rants. That's how I blew up. It was rants and story times. And a lot of my rhetoric has a lot to do with being Black and being happy about being Black, self-love, stuff like that. So I think one way or another, he came up on my radar because of his rhetoric. It kind of is closely mirroring. It's just way more extreme and very like Black or nothing, you know.
Sure.
So I think, you know, I saw a couple of his things. I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And it wasn't until a few years later, like I had other friends. I have a lot of friends in that space, that super conscious, you know, woke, whatever. I can't stand the woke term. I'm always like, I'm conscious. I ain't woke. That's the real word. I don't have time for these new age nonsense. The new age nonsense bothers me. I have a lot of people in that space, and they would be like, oh, you heard about this guy? He's trying to, you know, open a school or whatever. And I'm like, trying to open a school. And I'm like, okay, this is cute. A school, you know, all Black boys school. That sounds cool. Not legal, because you can't segregate. You've been desegregated, but I mean, the initiative and the idea is cool. And then over time, I would just see things here and there. I would see posts, I would see people, I would see whatever, saying whatever, but I didn't really look into it until I think it was someone that, I think it was Lovely T, that had made a video about how she was donating for years. Now, unfortunately, I don't like to talk about things that I cannot verify. That's why I always say he's been collecting since what, 2014, 2015, because that's what he said out of his mouth. But people that have been following him know that he's actually been collecting since like as early as like 2010. Okay, so about how she donated for a while. Her kids are grown. She hasn't seen nothing. So she was just basically like, you know, she basically did what I did a whole expose, talked about how she donated, talked about how we ain't never gonna see this school. And then that's when I started looking into it for myself. And I already was like, yeah, it's over. Never gonna happen. Fast forward a few years ago, moved to South Jersey. Funny enough, my landlord, he actually owns a construction company. That's what he does. He does all types of stuff like that. So
for sure.
We got on that topic because there was a friend of mine. She was with me. She was like, yeah, like, I can't wait for Dr. Umar to, like, you know, start his school, whatever. My son finna go there. And I'm like, boy, your son finna go nowhere. That school not finna open. And we tried to tell her, like, me and the dude is going, like, bro, like, you're not gonna see the school. Now, he was from Wilmington, Delaware. He grew up in Delaware. He has rentals there. Again, he does construction. So he's like, yeah, like, you know, all of us have offered to help him. It wasn't just me. All these people offered to help him. He not doing nothing. Like, he ain't talking about nothing. That school never gonna open. I don't understand, like, why, like, people keep giving him money. And he just went on a rant for like an hour. And still, my friend was not believing it. He's like, you know what? Let's pull up right now. Let's pull up right now. And it's like 2:00 in the morning.
It sounds like somebody from New Jersey. That sounds exactly like somebody from New Jersey.
Yeah, it's that. I'm like, first of all, you from Delaware, but this is giving real Jersey. We really about to pull up to Delaware right now. He said, it's only across the bridge. We're only 30 minutes away. I said, I bet. We all pulled up in the car. I was vlogging and everything. We go to the school. I said, this the school? He said, yeah. I told y'all, ain't nothing here. This shit's been abandoned for years. And it just became this whole thing. I had the whole footage. Unfortunately, lost the footage. So I went back because I was like, you know what? I saw him talk about somebody $40,000 to keep FDMG open. So I said, okay, let's see. What did we pay for? What did the people pay for? Because if you need $40,000, it's not adding up. If you look up his tax documents and stuff like that, he is consistently collecting money. It's not as much as he was in the beginning years, but he's consistently collecting money. And also that is the only thing that is being reported. He is taking money from Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, and all this other stuff. Therefore, where is the money? You should have that $40,000 sitting in the bank. On top of that, we should be knowing all the money. Let's be real. All the money, we should know where it is, but we don't. But you should have $40,000 because you haven't spent on anything. Like, if we're being for real.
No, I agree. Let me also add, because this has always been the issue that I had. We should have a team. We should not only see you. We should hear from the business manager. We should hear from the lady that's going to be the lunch lady. We should be able to meet the school secretary. We should meet some of your grade level chairs and people that are believing that they're going to be teaching. We should be meeting your physical team, not your ethereal. Watch this. Not your. I'm the prince. Yeah, I'm the maintenance man. Oh yeah, I'm the bus driver. No, we shouldn't do that. We should be able to meet the actual human beings that are going to be filling these roles at this alleged school. The fact that the only person that we know emphatically is going to be working, I'm using that word, all of this is very loosely, is you. That should settle a lot of questions for a lot of people.
Part about it, because I thought that when I started looking at stuff, especially when I got into the legal aspect and I started looking at the paperwork for the nonprofit, and then I was going onto the Delaware website finding stuff, it was only him. And I was like, this is a joke. Like, I was like, maybe this isn't correct. Like, and everything I did, I even watched other people's videos after, because I'm the type of person, like, I don't like to watch other people's videos on topics that I'm going to do, because I feel like it could skew what I'm going to say. Yeah. Therefore, I'm like, you know what? I have no choice. I got to look. So I look, I'm like, I'm not tripping. It's only him. Like, there's nothing, like, it's only him. I'm like, how is this even possible? Like, Delaware really be out here letting people do whatever they want.
Whatever they want. Whatever.
Fun fact. So after my video, I contacted Delaware. Okay. I contacted Wilmington, Delaware to find out what permits have been taken out, because to be honest, that lays everything to rest. If you keep saying every year, the school's going to open, all we got to do is tile the floors. Where are the permits for the HVAC? Where are the permits for that room? Because the roof was falling apart in that little I'm Dr. Umar video. Where's the permits for the pipes? Because there's practically mold on that building. Where's the permits to clean up that mold? Where are the permits? I couldn't find all of them. I found 2. And that was on one of their sites where you could like search up the permits. So I'm like, you know what, to do my due diligence, I'm gonna contact them. I have not received not one response. So I'm like, oh man, do I have to go again?
Well, I think it's going to be fair to say if Umar had, knowing Umar, if he has something, he generally speaking, I think he would be somebody to show it. So that's why I'm not convinced that any of his bank accounts were actually frozen.
I don't think so. I don't think they were frozen.
I don't think they were ever frozen. Because if they were, because notice now they've been thought out and he hasn't mentioned them.
That is true.
He hasn't mentioned it.
Let me think about it. In terms of that, if they freeze your bank account, it takes a while for them to freeze your bank accounts if you're not doing of something, though. It takes a good minute. That would mean he was either A, ignoring everything for a very long time, or B, he did something that put them on the radar for fraud, etc. Just like how the PayPal, the Facebook, and all these other accounts were shut down. It's the only thing that would make sense, but they take a while to catch up to you. And I know because I'm one of those people that delayed paying my taxes a few times, and they don't they chilling. Like eventually they're like, hey, could you pay this money? Could you pay this money? Could you pay this money? They only start doing stuff like that when you really like ignore them. Like you gotta really like you gotta just act like you don't exist. Like, but you could always work with them. You could be like, hey, payment plan, hey, whatever. So that's why I'm like, I don't know why, but see, that's the thing. A lot of people don't know that, especially if they're not in business and they're not whatever. Because as a business owner and stuff like that, you have to pay your taxes outright. Like there is no take $50 out my check every month and get it at the end of the year. It's been like 6-7 years since I started doing YouTube because I make more than whatever and I have to pay my taxes. Therefore, I was like, he thinks we're dumb. I'm like, yo,
I agree.
And you would only know that if you were the type of person that is in this space, because I didn't know that until I was doing my stuff. And I'm like, wait, I'm a YouTuber. Ivana, I'm a business. Duh. You got to pay your taxes. And I'm like, yo, this man is really funny because he really thinks that nobody's going to look this up. But to be quite honest with you, he's correct. No one is looking it up.
There is the problem.
I'm going back and forth with or sitting here asking basic questions. Well, how do you know how much you collected? Look it up.
Well, as I asked you, and I told you before, how do you know how much he's collected? I say he collected $8.95. How do you prove me wrong?
I mean, to be honest, I said it earlier, right? We don't know exactly how much specifically because I'm very sure Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, money orders, and begging out of a cap is not included in whatever the IRS has had. However, he said himself he had $250,000. I think that was like 2015, 2016. And then you couple that with whatever the IRS has been reporting, that's at least $400,000 to $700,000. Therefore, where's the money? $400,000 was allocated to buying the building. You still got money left over because the building still looks the same. So what are we doing? You slapped some paint. You might have took the windows. I don't know. There was people that were telling me like the windows were always there. It was just boarded up. He just
right there. Yes.
And
they have always been there.
Worse. I gave him credit for Home Depot windows. I thought that's what that was. I thought, you know, that's even worse. That means you didn't even do the windows. So you slapped some paint on the doors. You slapped some paint on one building, left the other one destitute, and did what else? Oh, mowed the lawn, added a fence, and that's it.
And then painted that rock.
Oh, painted a rock.
But to the point, though, nothing is done because if you're doing windows, you would have to get a permit to do those windows. Yeah. So you didn't see a permit on those windows. The windows were already there. They were just boarded up. And I guess thankfully they weren't busted or whatever like that or broken. What do you mean? I don't think any of them are busted. I think they're all in good shape. I thought.
At one point, he came begging on the internet saying that we need to donate, brothers and sisters, because they busted out the windows, brothers and sisters. They busted out the windows. The windows are busted out. But yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, okay. I'll take that back then. I stand corrected. Allegedly.
Did I ever see a busted window? No. That's why I didn't include it in my video because I was sitting there like, I'm confused were the windows busted or not because you do need a permit, like you said. And yeah.
I don't think but it's been a scam for them. I'm sorry. I am not of the belief that it was ever intended to happen. Ever. I've seen people, I know people who have educational systems in play today, and they usually start small, like a little meeting with a little group of kids at the local library. Then they move to the community center, and then they maybe use it a classroom at the school after hours and stuff like that. And they finally grow and they got 10, 20, 30, 50 kids that they're working with, and that moves on.
Yeah,
the dude don't even do summer programs. You don't even do summer camp. You're not even doing after school enrichment.
I mean, I don't understand it because it's like we all know a school takes a lot. And I hate that rebuttal. Oh, it takes a lot of money. He should have known that. The man has a doctorate. He claims he's educated. He should have known that it costs way more money than what he was planning. So, excuse me, this whole idea of, oh, do you guys know how much it costs? Okay, do you know how much it costs? Why are you still giving him money? It treads into the territory of a scam when you keep taking money and promising something that you cannot fulfill. When you're sitting there saying, I'm going to open a school, and you keep collecting money, but then your excuses for why you didn't open the school is, oh, well, y'all not giving enough money. The black contractors don't want to work with me, and I can't find nobody. They want to tear black men down. They don't like black people. Delaware doing the most. We gonna get lawyers. It's always an excuse. It doesn't make any logical sense. It's like, at that point, it's a scam. Why did he not pivot? Why did he not refund? Why didn't he think of just stopping collecting money altogether? Because it's going in his pocket. I remember there's another excuse that people be saying, well, I mean, if he took all the money, he sure is that, he not using it on himself.
Well, yeah, see, that's not, I don't know if that's the flex that you really want it to be. I don't know if that's it.
I'd be I'm like, okay, just because you don't take a shower doesn't mean you're not spending money on other stuff. Like, yeah, he may look like a bum. Okay, I'm trying to be nice here, but he may not look like he's dripping in designer, but all of those designer looking African outfits, I don't know if you guys ever watched his exes come on talking about how they've been to his house. Oh, you never seen the yeah. I was like, I should do a part 2 with the controversies because the controversies are insane.
Part 2.
There's literally, so he has 2 women that have come out. So there's one that's the one that he dragged, and he was calling her all types of hoes and etc. Yeah. But she was watching his mother. Okay, like literally, his mother is sick, and it was a whole situation where basically she was saying he's not taking care of his mom, doesn't care about his mom. It was so bad, and she was like, "Oh, he has like all these pairs of Jordans and da 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 da." Basically, he's just a glorified hood nigga. That's basically what she said. Like, he just, he got all of this stuff, but he don't pay for his kids. He don't pay for his mom. He don't care about. I was just like, when I started seeing all of this stuff, I said, yeah, let's just keep it to the facts because I'm not dropping a 3-hour video. Like, that's what it's giving.
Right.
There's a lot of like things in between. The situation with his daughter, I saw someone just put in the comments. The daughter situation is that's what got me disgusted because you talk about black women you want all of these black women and blah, 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 but you're leaving them barefoot and pregnant, destitute, not giving a dime, not being in the children or the woman's lives. Like, what? I don't understand. This is what you want your kids to go to school for? Go ahead. I'm over it.
And again, going back to the issue, he says that they're going to learn a Pan-African curriculum. As far as I know, as a former classroom teacher, I don't know any major book publisher that's putting out a Pan-African curriculum. Say again.
That's not a thing. It doesn't exist.
Well, work with me here. Work with me. So where is the knowledge? Where is the curriculum coming from? Because it's not going to be something off the shelf. It's going to be something that Umar would have to put together and cobble together of his own working. Sir, where is that? Because you're going to be doing a curriculum for multiple grades. Go ahead.
I think it actually might exist. Hold up.
Where?
As heck. So, there's something for everything. It's 2025. So I'm on Pan-African Think Tank.
Okay.
Okay. So wait. These people look like they're trying to develop it and they're collecting donations. I ain't got time. I'm broke. The economy's trash. Next. Then we have Pan-African Studies. This is by U. Akron. It looked like them either it exists or it's something that's in the works. Nonetheless, I'm sorry. I'm black everything. I'm Haitian everything. I'm all about blackity black. But we need to learn how to exist among other people. This whole idea of segregating, I don't like it. I genuinely I don't have time. Like I don't. I went to school. Like even though I grew up in a predominantly like Haitian, Latino type of neighborhood, I like being around a mix of people. Like my high school was very. We had whites, we had Asians, we had all that. It's like I wouldn't even feel comfortable being an HBCU. I genuinely wouldn't. I want to be mixed I want to have other
Really?
people's opinions. I don't want to just be around Black people all day. Like, I don't. I want to know, like, hey, what is that, a pierogi? Like, yeah, like I want to learn about other people's stuff. I don't think, and plus, I also do feel like, and I know this is a hot take, I feel like when you bring people up in an environment where they're just around their people and they're not around no one else, it does cause issues because that's not the real world. That it's just not. You're going to have to be around other people. You're going to have to learn how to deal with other people, their culture, their whatever. You know, you don't have to live there. Like, you could, you know, but you have to work with them. You have to be around them. So it's just like, I like multicultural type of environments when it comes to work, when it comes to school, when it comes to whatever. I can't. I don't even. Living in a Haitian neighborhood was tragic. It was a lot. I can't. I love my people, but it was a lot. Would I choose to do that again? No.
I love it.
You know,
I love it.
I feel like I liked his idea. That's the crazy part. It's a nice idea. And I do think we deserve to thrive in our own spaces if we choose to. But it's like, who is ever going to allow that? I can't.
No, I'm with you. But I since you use the word a lot, we have a lot of comments to read. So let's get reading.
Oh,
All right. Is it going to be good? So if you're noticing, we shared our comments and I sent them to my editor and he put them together in a video montage. I have not read these. So I really don't know I know the first one, but that's all I know. So we're going to learn together. Let's have some fun. All right.
That's one of mine.
That's one of yours for sure. To be fair, do you all know how hard it is to get a charter, to get a school up and running? The funny thing is, yes, I do. And you can't do it without a business plan. You can't do it without a scope and sequence. You can't do it without having a team. But I digress. The politics and the roadblocks he's likely facing, it's not like y'all went to a location and nothing was there. It's obviously that he has done something. What has he done?
Nothing. But
right. Stop coping. He painted that rock. And he painted those doors.
A building, a door, and then the other building is just chilling. Like,
and you know, I'm thinking about the painting outside. Do you, and y'all in the chat, let me know, do you have to get a permit to paint the outside of a building?
I think it depends on where you are. So, fun fact, my man works in a division that handles this type of thing. Literally, you need a license for everything.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So,
just something to think about. I don't know. Like, let me know if y'all in the chat or anything like that. How do you paint a building without a permit? And it just seems interesting, but I digress. And I don't think you paint a building usually with volunteers. Go ahead.
He could have just power washed it.
No, they painted. They put paint. There's literal paint. I remember that. I mean, yeah, they did paint outside.
But I'm like, I don't know. I think you can paint without a permit though. Because they're painting inside too. I don't know if you saw the video. Like, I did insert it into my video. There was an inside. They had people painting. You know, a bunch of slaves painting.
Yeah, they painted inside, but they did also paint the smaller building outside.
Yeah, that is interesting. But do you need a permit for that? I don't think so.
I don't know. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's keep it rolling though. I don't know how long these are. The breaks are.
You know what? Now that
I think
about it, I think that you need a permit in order to paint it a different color. However, yeah, I think that's what it is. You wouldn't need a permit to paint it the same color over again. That's probably what it is. Oh yeah, it's definitely one of mine too.
Here, I'm gonna read Kev. Was it Kev from up top? And you read yourself, okay?
Bet.
All right. LOL. If you didn't donate, why even speak on it? Y'all act as if you personally know how to open a school.
The same way how you support Scammery, but you're taking the time to comment on content, speaking on it.
And you added proper punctuation. Shout out to that. But let me also, this is one of the deflection tools that this crowd uses that you must, and Umar has set these parameters. And you see this with a lot of false teachers and scam artists and hoodwinkers. They set these parameters that you have to meet in order to critique them.
Yep.
Right. So, like, let me use Candace as an example. Candace Owens doesn't want anybody to critique her unless, and y'all put it in the chat. Y'all know what the deflection is. You have to watch her 9-part series or 8-part series on becoming Brigitte before you can critique her on anything that she says. She could say today is Monday, and you can't, and you can't critique her.
From Candace, she's just
she's something different. But this is the same thing you see with false preachers. The people that defend false preachers will say, touch not God's anointed. Oh, ma'am, the dude is faking the funk. He got 8 kids in the congregation, and none of the mamas is his wife. Like, ma'am, we can see that he's wrong. But they'll put it as deflection. So Umar's people use the exact same deflection, and it is, if you don't donate, then you can't critique.
Yeah, they love saying that.
They love that. I'm like, I don't know who made up that standard, but you can go take that to them. I am going to critique them, and I don't need to donate to critique.
Child, ridiculous.
I love it. Great job. All right, let's see what we got. Do I have one in here? Come on.
Right.
Where mine?
Yeah, this is mine too.
Maybe you liked yours more than mine. Let me shoot Mark a message. Only our kind. This is a great one. I love it. I can tell already. Only our kind will do this without crunching some numbers. It took millions to get that spot.
It took.
I'm gonna stop right there.
Cash.
Yeah, it didn't take millions to get that building. Please try and go inside next time and look at the books. As if he would let you come in and look at the books.
Bro, you think I'm gonna die? There's probably asbestos, mold. The ceiling is falling apart. It's just like, what are y'all talking about? Yo, I should have broken to the school and said, F it. I don't know how much I'd be in jail for, like, what is it called?
Breaking and entering. Breaking and entering.
Running it, yeah. But, if it's just a week, I'll take that. Because I really want to just go in there at this point.
Well, we know what we'll have to do then. You know what we'll have to do to get you out?
Donation.
Hit the Cash App. There you go. You gotta hit the Cash App. Cash App bail is crazy. I don't know if I got any in here. Where's Mark? Where are my stuff?
Child, your editor said F that.
He said, I ain't studying you, Jason. Mine ain't as good as this. It's not a scam. Just very poor management and biting more than he can chew. What do you think about that?
A lot. Like,
really?
Yes. Like, oh no, he had good intentions. He just doesn't know what he's doing. Google's a friend. I'm trying to open a nonprofit, and I've learned everything through Google, through videos, through people. Like, I don't understand. Like, it's really not that difficult. It's really not, especially with ChatGPT at your fingertips. Like,
come on now.
You Google this stuff, it will tell you the steps. So I don't want to hear it. It's just crazy to me. Like, they're so brainwashed, and it's mainly Black women too. I got the most.
Okay, all right. Let's start a little fight here. Why do you think that is?
Because he panders to us. Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. To a woman that is insecure, doesn't have a father, doesn't have a life, never was told that she was beautiful. That's an amazing rhetoric. Like, it's crazy because I kind of drifted away from that type of content when I realized that people will really hang on to every single word and everything that you do and say if you pander to them. Like, it got to a point where it was just like, that's very scary. And it's like, once you say one little thing that these people don't like is, oh no, the world is ending. That's why I had to kind of deviate and do other stuff, because it got to a point where it was a little scary. It was like, y'all, like, it'd be like the littlest thing. You could be like, you're beautiful and you're Black and your curly hair is whatever. Because at one point I was doing like hair content. That was one of my videos back in the day. I was doing hair content. I had my 4C hair afro situation. And it was just like, anything that you say that is positive for a lot of these women, unfortunately, it's like they will hang on to it. It becomes a thing, unfortunately, like that. It's like, oh, well, this person rides for me. This person is always going to support me, and this person gets it, so they can never do me any wrong. Even I've been there where it's like, I'll be like, oh, well, this is a Black artist or this is a Black business owner. I'm going to work with them. And then I get burned. And now I'm making YouTube videos about how this person scammed me. Like, it's happened time and time again. I feel like it's also a Black thing. When we see another Black person, we're like, yes, you can't scam me. You're not going to do something like that. But when you see a Black person that's talking that big talk, like, oh my God, Black people are amazing. Black people are beautiful. Black people are cool. When you have that, it's so easy to literally take these people money. Like, it's scary. Like, it's absolutely scary. People will throw money at that. And it's not okay because people don't think. You know, a lot of people won't think. A lot of people won't, do whatever. Ooh, shout out to the super chat.
Right, I was about to give it a shout out in a second. Thank you, Naj D, for the very gracious $10 super that was over on your side. Shout out to her because we're streaming on both channels. We're doing that dual streaming. We got the dual stream going. Let me also point out something. Now, this might be slightly confrontational. I am an alumni of Morehouse College. And one of the things that HBC, and I'm a proud alumni, one of the things that HBCUs teach you, not intentionally, this is not part of the curriculum, it's not part of any syllabus. We teach you that we don't know how to run things as much as we like to flex and pretend like we do.
Really?
You leave from HBCU very attuned to the fact that we don't do a good job all the time. We are not excellent all the time. And you know this because most people that talk to some brothers and sisters went to Howard or FAM or Spelman or Morehouse, ask them how long it took them to go to school. They were able to crunch 4 years of college into 6. You know why? Because a lot of the time things aren't running correctly. Classes aren't situated correctly. Yeah, you're doing that math right there. How'd you take 4 years and turn it into 6?
I don't think I know anybody that graduated from an HBCU in 4 years flat.
I did. But it was hook and crook. It was hook and crook. I'm telling you. But it wasn't, trust me, I could have easily been there. Now, I was there 4 calendar years, but I took 2 years off.
Oh, I did my thing 4 years straight.
No, it wasn't 4 years straight. But again, you learn very quickly that we don't really run this stuff as well as we like to project.
Yeah.
You'll leave from there like, yeah, black folk, I love us and I'll support us, but us don't run stuff as well as we like to project.
Unfortunately, it's very sad.
It's just a reality. So
a predominant Black institution. And it's very interesting because I didn't know what that was until I went there. I was like, what? It's not HBCU, but it's a what? And it's funny because now, they ended up merging with another school. They ended up almost shutting down because no one was paying anything. It was a whole thing. And now that I look at it, it's like, it was pretty mixed, but it was very predominantly Black. And I always think about it now, like, I wonder what the experience would have been like if I would have went to HBCU. I just never really... It was never a thing. I was like, I don't want to.
I'll give you a fun experiment. This is a fun experiment, then we'll move on. Go to next time you're out with some friends, and there's a lot of people have gone to HBCUs. Mm-hmm. Ask them what was the enrollment process like, and we relish in it. That's a bad thing. We relish in the dysfunctional behavior that goes on in enrollment because it's terrible. It's of legend how bad it is to enroll and get your classes lined up at the beginning of the year and get your housing squared away and getting your meal plan squared, all this stuff. It is of legendary status.
That's
so next time,
okay.
Well, see, that's the look my wife had when I told her about the experience. When she went out, I think she went out with me and some of my classmates and roommates for the first time. And we were just sitting around talking about it. And she's like, this isn't, my wife went to a predominantly white school. And she's like, that's not normal. That's not normal behavior. We had Stockholm syndrome for sure.
Yeah, y'all def do.
Yeah, we got it. Oh, no question.
That went to HBCU. So I'm about to be like, yo, what's the enrollment process?
Ask them what it's like. Ask them and they'll tell you. Financial aid. Go and tell me about financial aid. Go and tell me about it. I promise you. You'll hear stories and you'll be like, are you for real? Yeah.
Yeah,
but see that
we can't keep doing it. That's not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been saying this for years, but I'm 30 years out of school and I don't see anything changing. No, not 30. I'm sorry. I'm 25 years out. I don't see anything changing. All right, let's keep this going. But what's going to change is this. You know what's not going to change? Miss Independent dropping them donations. There we go. Just in case we got to get you bail money because you done broke into the school to see the books. Now we got some bail money going. Don't you dare break into that school. How far? It was like, how far was the drive? You said like 2 hours, right?
To the school, yeah, it was about 2.5.
Girl, don't you do that. Don't you do that.
To be honest with you, I'm a little confused because it was technically only 2 hours in general, but that day it happened to be 2.5, and I took the same way I always take. I don't know what that was about. There was no traffic. or anything like that. But yeah, it was 2.5.
Interesting. All right, let's see what we got. All right, you want the top one and I can take the bottom, or wait, which one you want?
I'll take the top.
All right, go ahead.
It's not a scam. LOL. Y'all are the people he be talking about. He literally has said at times that they are trying to block it from being completed. Why the heck would they support a school like that in this racist country? Come on now, common sense. They're trying to settle in and auction it off too. So not a scam, just no one to help him for real.
Wow. With the help of hardworking people, he purchased an abandoned building and made it look presentable. Okay.
Y'all would put these, like the fact that y'all would put kids in that school, the people that were trying to say it looks okay to me is crazy. There was a lot of that too. Oh, it looks good to me. It looks okay to me. It looks good to us. What? How
do you make that conclusion?
Oh, thank you.
I'm waiting to talk about what has Umar done to justify your good, giving him the benefit of the doubt. That's what I want to talk about. But we'll get there prayerfully. Where am I at, Mark? I think he liked you better than me.
Yes.
You cannot like him or disagree with him, but demonizing him using his platform for fundraising are the same tactics used by the supremacists. So, wait, what?
I didn't know that's how you spell supremacist. Am I tripping?
Well, supremacist.
Not supremacist.
I saw supremacist, but you're right. That's not it. It's, I don't even know what that's spelling.
I don't know what they're trying to do.
I don't know what they're trying to say.
Yeah, the degree left the chat because I'm perplexed. I don't understand.
Maybe, yeah, I have no clue. I'm gonna let them have that. Peace with you, nappy head. Peace with you.
No, supremacist doesn't seem to be a word.
Nope.
Wow.
If it was a scam, there wouldn't be anything to show for it. May not be what people want, but the man took that property and invested in it. This man didn't do any research.
None.
Not a bit.
They never do.
I lived in the area for 15 years and it definitely had progress. I don't think he scammed people, but he has no investment team partner. Can you finish up? Because I'm just going to pass out.
Yeah, it's just him and the people. And taking on a project that big by himself, I'm sure he's exhausted most of his finances. I'm sure some of the money was used properly when you talking millions, LOL.
I think it's funny. I don't think he meant the irony of some of the money was used properly. I think he meant to say some of the money was used improperly. Sir, you know what? I agree with you. Some of it might have been used properly. It's the lion's share that was used improperly that we have questions about.
Man, these comments is the reason why Jesus is never coming back. That's it.
I mean, really, for real though.
Like, this is crazy. It's the lack of cognitive dissonance. It's the lack of common sense. It's the lack of like, I think this was the comment where I just stopped reading. I went back to take the screenshots for this, but it was just like, I was like, I'm over it.
And I want to know, why do these people want this to be? You wouldn't do this with any other product. And I did a video earlier today talking about, well, if you have an iPhone, whatever iPhone they're on today, I think they're on iPhone 17 is coming out, right?
Yep. The
likelihood is that you probably had the 16 or the 15. Okay. Yep. And before the 16 or the 15, you probably had the 12 or the 13 or whatever. So they have a track record that has kept you coming back buying their phones. Is that fair? I am a Galaxy person. I'm a Samsung person, and I love their phones. So they have a track record, though. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Say again.
I said that's another conversation. We need to.
We're gonna do Apple. We're gonna do Apple. Put the Apple the Droid in the chat. We need to do that. I need to start a poll.
I got like 3 iPhones. I got 1, 2. I got one in the car.
That's because none of them work. I have one.
No.
Come on now. That's because you got to have a backup for the one that don't work.
No, this one was free. This is my regular, and then the other one is when I switched from AT&T, and they told me to keep it. I said, I bet.
Okay. You got your club phone and all that stuff. I got you. Your secret is safe with us. But again, I'm like, what is the product that Umar has given y'all to cause you to believe that what he says he's going to be able to pull off? At least Tim Cook has given y'all a phone. Like it or not, the man has given us a phone. Samsung has given us a phone. Ford, Mazda, these people have given us cars. They've given us something to be like, oh, if they say they're going to roll out with another vehicle, the likelihood is that they're going to roll out with another vehicle. But what is Umar giving y'all besides rhetoric and some good catchphrases? Though I think we got to admit, we got to give him a little bit of credit for them catchphrases because they come in handy.
They all regurgitate the same thing. They all say the same. Like, it's very sad and it's very cult like.
For sure.
I've talked about a lot of people over the years, and I realized, like, with Dr. Umar's people, they literally talk like they're in a cult. Like, they all regurgitate the same stuff. They hang on to every word that he says. It's always the same. Like, literally, they're like, I think that's the only one that they say. It's usually, oh, if it was a scam, blah, 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 there wouldn't be anything to show. Oh, he's not a scammer. He just didn't think it through. Oh, like, you guys are tearing down your own community. It's literally like,
I'm waiting to get to those. Yeah.
Yeah. It's whatever he says in his little podcast that they'll go and they'll start giving his responses. Oh, if you didn't donate, then don't say nothing. It's always the same stuff. It's never anything new. I haven't seen anything new yet. So
let me make sure I have it right. So nowhere in the landscape of scamology, Scanatopia, has there ever been somebody who started to build something that ended up being a scam? Never. In all of Scamopolis, it's always been never show improve anything. I think Akon over in can say something different.
Yes, Akon had
Akon City. That was just like he just got sued like two weeks ago.
Yeah, I do need to make a video about that. I need to make a video about LeBron's school too. I heard it's failing miserably. Well,
okay, if I talk about LeBron's school, personally, I did a video about LeBron's school and the at Promise School. They had, they had all of the good things in place. They had the business plan, they had a staff, they had lots and lots of enthusiasm and motivation going in there. The problem is the children that, I'm not trying to be mean, but the children that they got were already very, very behind. So if you were in third grade and you're reading at a first grade level, I'm going to have to move heaven and earth to get you up to the third grade level before you go to fourth grade.
That's what's going on though. Like that's a generational thing.
Right. But when you're talking about in most schools, you have kids that are behind, of course, but there's not a concentration of them. But at Promise School, there was a great concentration of students that were having some very serious learning deficiencies. They just weren't equipped to do that. Then they had a scandal with the principal. And then they had another. I mean, don't quote me on this. I think she said something about a student or something. Needless to say, the principal was a very key element in this equation. And she ended up leaving. And then the wheels on the bus came off from there.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he just got dealt with a worse. I don't know. These kids really can't read. I taught high school last year. Those kids couldn't read. Therefore, that's when it was like, I was like, what is going on? I've taught middle school. I've taught elementary. These kids really can't read. And I don't know how they passed. It's from charter to private to public. They just cannot read. So, I mean, maybe it would have been better during a different time, but I doubt it. Hopefully he figures that out. Doubt it.
No, I agree. So anyway, my point was simply to say that, well, because there's a building here, it can't be a scam is really a misnomer of the highest order. No, there have been tons of scamsters and people that started out well-meaning and turned into a scam, or people that started as a scam and never delivered. But there's tons of them. So it's not just because there's a building over there, it can't be a scam. Well, that's just silly.
Yeah.
That doesn't even work. All right, let's keep this game going. He said the state been giving him problems. Ivana, along with people in the area, I guess politicians are giving him a hard time, which I do believe because it's racist.
No, it's racist.
Girl. Okay, I need to put my glasses on so I can read the words wrong. I just saw racist. Let me put my glasses on. You're right. It's racist as heck. Over here in Delaware is right after PA. A lot of black businesses don't flourish if they do not have the right people with hierarchies backing up the foundation. And if they are in an urban, predominantly white area, that doesn't even make sense. The end of it doesn't make sense. Actually, there's no punctuation in here at all, actually. There's no punctuation. It's one sentence.
They never have profile photos. Like, I just don't be understanding. I don't argue with shadows, so I just let this one rock. Like, I'm not.
Yeah. But it's funny how many times people talk about the need for a team and people when Umar doesn't have a team or people around him.
He doesn't.
That's not our fault. That's not the racist fault. That's not Delaware's fault.
Like, he intentionally didn't have a team. And I saw people in the comments that were saying, like, oh, well, why didn't he just try to get funding? So the whole idea is he wants black dollars. He only wants black funding from black people. He's stupid. Money's green. Money don't know white. Money's green. And even if you do try to come from the black dollar, where does the black dollar come from? The white people, right? Because we mostly have white jobs. Who's really working for a black owned company like that? Like, let's be, I don't understand. Like, I get it, but at the same time, I don't. Like, money is, and you need to get one place to get to the better place. Like, child, just get it done. Like, I can't stand this whole idea of, oh, well, he wants money only from black people. Are you stupid?
Personally, I think that's part of his setting up a barrier so that he can't be successful.
Yeah, let me add that to my notes. Yes, he set up
barriers. He sets up his own barriers. Like, it has to be black dollars.
Yeah.
Well, what if Johnny non-black wanted to invest money in your business, in your school? Would you? Because personally, I do believe that things that you talk about quite often are probably things that you deal with.
Yeah.
So if I'm always talking about how much I hate Adidas, I hate those 3 stripes, they're terrible. The likelihood is that I'm wearing Adidas right now. I mean, this is the truth of the matter. I love Adidas, but I do think that he kind of projects out the things that he's dealing with and wrestles with. And I do think he wrestles with, I'll say this, I do think he wrestles with and deals with the fact that he fetishizes white women, because nobody talks about white women more than Umar Johnson.
That was something someone I had saw, like, oh my God, when I was looking up like controversies, there was someone that said that behind closed doors, he'd be dealing with white women. I'm like, this is too much.
Well, just think about it. Just if you ever watch him for long periods of time and you just notice, like, he'll bring them up in a sentence that doesn't even make sense.
That's true.
I'm talking about this black Yeti cup. And somehow or another, I turn it into Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never. I start talking about Neanderthal, whatever, this dumb stuff. Like, for example, watch this. How many people think that Umar Johnson has an issue with eating sweets? Have you ever heard him go on a tirade about female anatomy and he calls them food products? Cookies and honey buns and peach cobbler. It's gross. You're like, oh, I don't even want to go to Thanksgiving dinner anymore. Like, because of the way he talks. But I think he has an issue with that, because he talks about it so much.
He talks about a lot of nonsense. Like, it's just
there's a high nonsense count. Yes, absolutely.
It is bad.
But you know what's not bad? Manny dropping you a 20. Here's some toll. Manny said he got toll for it. Hey, we got tolls here in Atlanta too, man. Somewhere.
That was
somewhere.
Lot. Oh man, my Easy Pass was empty. I was like, bro, this wild, man. This was the last week of the month.
And shout out to the informant. Thank you so much for the $2 theory. Perhaps.
You know what? They can't, because they all outgrew the mission. All of them was donating since there was freaking like 10. Like, they've been donating since they were kids. Now
donating since 10 is crazy.
Like, for y'all, I remember when I first started seeing people making videos about this. This is when it was unpopular to even say anything about him. Like, Lovely T was one of the first ones I saw. And she was like, yo, my kids were babies. Like, they was like young, and now like they graduated and all of this. I'm like, that's wild. Like, they have outgrown the attendance pool.
Right. They can be teachers. Like kids that were supposed to be taught at the school should not possibly be teachers by now. That's crazy work.
They have to be janitors because none of them know how to punctuate. None of them know how to.
Well, there's that too. I guess my editor did not like me. I didn't realize this. I'm sorry. Mark didn't like me. Say again.
You probably put him at the end. Like maybe.
Okay, I'm praying he did. To be fair, you don't know if he received millions in donations or not. So I would push back right here and say, well, you don't know either. Show me, since neither of us have receipts, and I guess we'd have to go to the same place to get the receipts. Also, it hasn't been foreclosed on. So even if nothing is happening that you see outwardly, it still costs to maintain, pay rent or mortgage and property taxes. Since property taxes were the thing that he was in trouble for.
Bro.
The irony is killing me.
He was in trouble for the taxes and the building got $400,000 cash. Therefore, what are you even talking about?
Whatever, just nonsense. Or else he would lose it. That's what the whole discussion was, because he hadn't paid the fees and penalties and taxes. Let's be a little kinder, for you never know what others are dealing with. You want to go ahead?
Look it up. Like, I'm not about to, like, that one annoyed the heck out of me because I'm like, what? Like, y'all supporting something and y'all don't even know what y'all supporting. That's when I realized, like, there's no use even going back and forth with these people because they really don't know what they're supporting. There is no rent. There is no mortgage. There is taxes, and that's what he got in trouble for. What are we really talking about? And he almost lost it. Oh, my God.
But also, let's keep in mind this idea that we don't know how much he's received. That's not our fault, though. That's not our fault. He's supposed to be a 501c3 nonprofit. Yeah. We're supposed to know that as quote unquote shareholders, as the great unwashed, we should be able to see how much you brought in. The fact that you don't know as a supporter is not my fault.
They never know. They just keep giving him money. $5, $10, $100 here and there, paying $500 to go on dates with him. That's all they really.
So you're not paying $500 to go on a date?
My man would never. Also, it's like, even if I had the money, seriously.
So Bianca says, so my question is, why ain't no black people step in and try to, girl, let me stop.
Bro, that one really was like, yo, y'all really don't watch what y'all support. Y'all really don't know who y'all support right here.
If you watch the El Jamar video is probably the best example of somebody trying to help him. When Jamar said, hey, my father-in-law started a school, the Trey Weaver School up in New York, and he can help you.
Oh, I need to look at that one, though. I don't think
yeah, it's a great video. The Lord Jamar and Umar Johnson. Okay. Video. And Umar says, I don't need help. I just need donations. Everybody mocked him because of that. Wow. Step in and try to help the man get it open. Like, as if nobody is He actually said that people have tried to help him out, but he just didn't want the help. He wants the funds. Y'all are disgracefully, at least he tried. That doesn't even work. Tried. Y'all ain't doing S, but talking S. Wow.
She didn't say ain't, she said in it.
Say again?
In it. She didn't say ain't. In it.
How do you keep seeing this and I'm seeing it correctly?
English broadcast journalism.
I love it.
That was
I'm correcting it.
Yeah, it was very English. Like, it was very annoying. It's funny because even I have typos here and there, but these are crazy typos. These are just like
yeah. No, I love it. All right, let's see. I think Mark likes you. Do you go ahead?
Do you own anything where you have to solely depend on black people to fund and give? If you don't give, oh, my bad. If you didn't give, then what is the issue? This is corny. Of course, it's another insecure idiot.
Right, but wait. Do you own anything where you have to solely depend on black? Personally, I don't believe in providing a product only for one ethnic group.
I don't either.
Now, maybe we can get into the hair care and maybe some skin care discussion, but outside of cosmetics and hair care, I don't think you should have a mono. If you offer a product that only one people group can benefit from and only one people group uses, I don't think that's a recipe for success.
It's not.
Because again, like, you're going to have to sell it only in certain places. It's going to be available on certain parts of the shelf. Only certain people are going to be wearing it and promoting it. No, I don't think that's a good idea. So no, I don't. This question right here is really weird. It's worded crazy, but even more than that, why do you want that? Like, why are you okay with that? With making this argument?
Oh, thank you, Manny.
Manny is coming through. Let me real quick. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate you, brother. Wait, I'm sorry. This right here. Manny says this. Here's some toll. Girl, you getting this toll money. Hey, y'all, I got toll money in Georgia. Nah. I think. Here's some toll. I have pics Umar, white girls. Umar is not legal, period. Jay Witt, you still my dog. Show your email if you want. Oh, wait. I thought I sent you my pics before. My email before. There you go. Manny.
Yeah, I want these pics too. Because what?
Well, no. So you get is pics or is toll money, chick? Come on, you can't have them both. We gotta spread it out. It's always is pics or is toll money? Now let's work this out. Yeah. There we go, right there, Manny. All right, let's keep this going. We got a lot more than I thought, too.
Bro, there has to be a lot more. Who is this? Is this mine? This is yours.
This is one of mine. Never seen so many people want to see something in someone fail and something that's great for our people more than our people. We are literally our own worst enemies. My question here is, what is great? Going back to my iPhone, Samsung, car example, we know that they have a track record of providing phones and cars that we like. So they say they're going to do something great next year in the 2026 model. We can kind of believe it because they have a track record. What is the track record of Umar Johnson?
That's what I try to understand. People, like, there were people that were trying to go back and forth with my followers, like, oh, well, like, he talks about a lot of good things, and it's like he just talks. So I'm trying to, like, I've never seen one kid come out and say, oh, Dr. Umar changed my life. Dr. Umar stopped me from jumping off a bridge.
Now, I did have two people come in my comment section because I have a bounty out there. If Umar has ever helped your child, let me know. And I had two people, but I asked them to email me the evidence, and I will give credit if credit is due. If you can show me that little Johnny was in Miss Bumblebee's class and he was failing, but Umar talked to him and he got better, and then now he's graduated, and now little Johnny's a nuclear physicist, I'll give credit.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll give credit. I read a court case where Umar was involved in the court case. And he gave advice that the judge shot down. He came in there and he did give advice. He did try to give counsel because the school district had labeled the child as special ed. So they put him in remedial courses and such like that. And they argue that the child should never have been in special ed. So now that she graduated, she's got to work extra hard to be in college, blah, blah, blah. And they wanted like some crazy amount of money. And they brought Umar in to say that basically the child should not have been placed in special ed. It was just remedial language arts, by the way. They shouldn't have been placed in remedial language arts. And the judge shot it down, but he did try. I will give him credit. But he didn't help her.
I don't understand. What they want? Okay, hold on. The bunny's supposed to help her do better now?
Well, yes, effectively, yeah.
They don't go to hell. I'm sorry. Like, what the heck? These people have nothing to do. Like, they have nothing to do. This is absolutely ridiculous at this point. This whole idea of arguing against special ed when a lot of these kids truly do need it, whether we're talking about black, white, whatever, especially now because the kids can't read. It's insane. No.
Well,
no.
Even given the fact that we can tell reading is not a strong suit across the board. It's red and yellow, black and white. None of them can read or write. Okay, we know that across the board. And the fact that Umar Johnson has not opened up any kind of tutoring services, and I'm pretty sure in that area of Wilmington, that there's probably a strong need for reading enrichment, reading advancement, so on and so forth, whatever. And I guarantee you, he could have opened up something simple as a reading enrichment program. Mm-hmm. And matter of fact, I can make it super easy. Do you know what one of the best reading level readers is from the 1980s to the 1990s? Let me go 70s to 90s. Books, and they had a really great high reading vocabulary. Do you know what they were? Mm-mm. Comic books.
Really?
Comic books from the 70s through 80s had a higher vocabulary level than newspapers did. So it is very possible that a child that read comic books would have a better vocabulary than their mom or dad that read the newspaper.
I'm sorry, this comment is so funny right now. Hold on.
What is it? I'm sorry.
Look at it. Look at Chad Buddy's Yo, these people are funny.
Yeah, Chad, I gotta put Chad in 0-second timeout. Chad, moderators, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put Chad in 0-second timeout.
Yo,
Chad.
Get it up.
Chad, we got to go. Matter of fact, make sure Chad is in 0-second timeout, y'all. Oh my God.
No! I mean, but back to what you were saying, you're absolutely right. It makes sense because people really were into that.
Hold on. Let me, I gotta get my sound effects ready. Why don't I have my sound effects ready? What's going on over here, editor Jason? Chad.
Sensational.
That was sensational, Chad. You know what?
That one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it.
Outstanding. A little dance break. But like if Umar really cared, he could do something as simple as provide a reading club for boys. Because most boys like comic books from the 70s and 90s. A lot of it was not gratuitous, anything of that nature. And you would expose them to a language level that they are not going to see probably in some of their textbooks.
Yeah, it's true.
And it's going to be something of interest. It's going to be something that you pick the comic book character that you like and read it and tell me about it. That's all you got to do. And he could have done that. He could have been doing that. Oh, my bad. He's over in running around in airports and hotels and stuff.
Doing all these speaking engagements. That's another thing I don't understand. You need all these donations, but he charges like anywhere from 5 to 10, probably more just to show up to something to speak. I don't get that.
Yeah. Well, I get it. It's a hustle.
Man,
Let's keep this going. Can anybody name a black man that fights? Whoa. Let me make sure I got this right.
None, because he don't even.
Wow. Can anyone name a black man that fight hard for his people worldwide like Dr. Umar? You know what? I'm going to disagree with you, Ivana. Every black man that's at home with his black wife and black children fights harder than Umar.
Man, true.
You know what? Every man that goes out and does his part to support the criminal justice system by staying out of the criminal justice system supports black people more than Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
My name is Jason, dearwokec@gmail.com. Make sure you email all your complaints to me. And then you can be the next episode of this. But really, I think every black man that puts in blood, sweat, and tears for his family, for his wife and children, for his extended family, for his community, for his church, every last one of them gets a big green check mark, a good gold star from Mr. Whitaker, more than Umar. Catch me outside.
I mean, he doesn't even take care of his own kids, so I don't even know.
Oh, shots fired. I got the shots fired.
No, for real. I'm trying to, like, do they not know he's a deadbeat? Like, are we really like, and that actually really pissed me off too, because when I had looked into the daughter thing, there was people like, oh, well, she's grown now. She don't need a daddy. It's like, are y'all dead serious? Like, this is a joke. Like, y'all can't be serious. And you have people like, oh, that's not even his daughter. He definitely acknowledged that is his daughter by calling her a Smurf. Come on.
But why would you? So is that again, the copium that these people the large amounts of copium that these people ingest has the Mexican cartels living large.
I'm dead.
Like,
Yo,
how do you do that?
And yeah, oh my God, yes, Monty's right. His daughter is homeless, from what I understand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's 23 or however old she is now. She's technically out of his house. That's true. But are you honestly telling me that she doesn't need a father figure and you're in town? Again, if she lived in,
she's never said anything negative about that man. That's the scary part, really. Like, she hasn't dragged him the way she should. Because I would have been dragging him to film.
No. But even in that, though, again, what is he going to do when he gets these boys in the school that are just like his daughter, but they're there? Mom done paid tuition, and you up in there, now you got to deal with them.
I don't even understand his logic. I mean, in my video, I did put in a clip where he was talking about in order to fix the Black community, we going to have to put out some of these Black boys. I don't know if you saw that.
No, he said put them to sleep.
Yeah, like that's a little crazy. Especially me growing up in the hood. I know what I've been shot at. I've been through all of that. So I get where you're coming from. But whoa,
I know exactly what he meant. Right.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe somebody should play that video today. This might not be a good day to play it. It might be the right day not to play it. No, HBCUs do not reject. No. There's a lot of white students at Morehouse right now. And other nationalities. There have been tons of them.
Hold up. Let me fix this camera. I don't know why this thing keep moving. Hold up.
I'm going to get another one up ready. So.
There you go. Yay, back.
All right. What do we have here?
Some nonsense. What?
You're so funny. I just said this earlier. Nobody not talking about the preacher pulling up in a Rolls Royce. I ain't seen Dr. Umar do that yet.
Which preacher is it when I got locked up?
There are shady preachers, absolutely. But I do have a question. What kind of car does Umar drive? You don't know that he doesn't.
Child, I think one of the girlfriends came out saying he drives some bull. Dang, I forgot what it was, but it's. I mean, you could tell he can't really fit in the car because all his videos he look a little crunched up. Like my brothers and sisters.
You're so ignorant. You're so.
It's true. He be crushed up in that car. He way too big for whatever car he got. So it must be like a little Toyota Camry, like an 06 or something. Like he's real cramped in there. He be looking like I don't know how nobody think like we ain't never seen that man house.
Never. Okay. Speaking of never, go ahead.
His house, we never seen the car. We never seen. I mean, like that's why I honestly think the whole thing's an act. Like to be honest.
Oh, the whole thing's it's a bit.
Say he lives with his mama in the projects. That's the general consensus.
Yeah, for sure.
Came out and like really said that that's what's going on. Like they living in the projects and he don't take care of her and all that. So yeah, I don't know. I would say that it's an act, but I think he really is broke. But where's the
Okay, so we're going to talk about that in a second. But here's a question I always ask people, and I've mentioned it several times on my channel. Why is he always outside of the school recording? What if the lights are on and the air conditioner works allegedly, and all you need to do is just get your certificate of occupancy? Why are you not filming inside? You're always outside. It's not just once, like, hey, I'm doing a tour around the building. I said I'd pop open my phone.
There's been like 2 tours done, I think. Maybe more.
Say again?
I've only seen 1 tour, but I heard there's another one circulating that I haven't seen yet.
I've seen 3. I've seen 3 of them. But again, he's doing a tour of the building. But again, why are you not filming inside? Why are you always outside? The vast majority of the videos that you see of Umar Johnson are him outside.
That's true.
And then the other majority is him in a car.
Yup.
And then from there, it's the airport. If you go, is standing outside ranting outside the building. The next one is in the car. And then the next one is in an airport or something like that. And the last one's usually like a hotel.
Yeah.
Why are you not in your office?
Because
if you're working in the building.
Which there's nothing wrong with living in the projects. It's just like the way he presents himself does not align. I don't get it. The whole thing is craziness. Does he have a job?
No. I mean, this is his hustle. As far as I know, I don't believe he has a bona fide 1090 or W2 job.
Yo, I didn't even think about that until just now. Like, does he work? Wow.
Well, he works getting these donations. His daily hustle is getting.
Isn't he supposed to be a psychologist at a school? What school?
Well, I've made this argument before. You can't be a school psychologist apart from a school district.
So where he work at? Yo, this is crazy.
So when he says he's a school psychologist, I'm like, that's like me not being married, but not having a wife saying I'm a husband. You're like, well, who are you connected to? If you're a husband, that would just make sense. Well, I don't have a wife, but I'm a husband. Well, who are you connected? Like, that doesn't make sense. No. And to say you're a school psychologist, that doesn't make, most of the time you're an adolescent psychologist that has a private practice. That would make sense, where you have like a little storefront or a little office where people, but if you're going to be in a school district, you're like, say again?
I said it wouldn't make sense for him because remember he was talking about, oh, well, I never passed the test because I never went to take the test and PA ran down on me, but I'm a certified school psychologist. So he's
a certified cookie crusher. That's what he's certified.
Yo,
that's a certification.
No, I've never heard of him having any affiliations with any schools for real.
No, I'm sure Brother Lennon Honor probably has pulled up what school he's with, but he hasn't been associated with school in, I can't say when. A coon's age, as people would say. I can't think of a school he's been associated with.
Child, this is a joke.
He's a joke. But you know who's not a joke? This $10 super. That's who's not a joke. Hey, thank you so much. And McCall says this, Umar ain't been the same since he put Sukiyana's toys. Oh, gosh.
A mess too. I need to add that to the list of controversies.
Oh my gosh. You know he wanted to be a part of that. He wanted her to be a part of his life. Thank you so much for that very kind $10 super. And what does Sir Tice say? Thank you for being one of the few that'll challenge Umar's assumed intelligence. I'm sorry. I don't think he's as intelligent. Now listening to him more, I don't think he's as intelligent as we've given him credit. He's a simplistic blowhard that appeals to the low IQ. It shows how little some require to be influenced. Salute. Thank you so much for the $10 super. Let's just be honest. He's nothing more than one of those loudmouth backwood preachers that gets hemmed up and gets amped up and just starts going in and ranting and raving, and people just jump around and approve of it. Because when you think about it, he's not saying anything.
He's not. Really, that's what I was saying the whole time. I'm like, yo, what is? Yo, oh my God, editing that video was brutal. Like, I was so stressed out. It was funny, and he is funny, but that's like, I was just like, yo, like, he's really not saying nothing. Like,
he's really not. If you step back and really listen to, and I always encourage people, pull up the transcript of the video.
Oh God.
Pull up the transcript. If you open up the video, down at the bottom under the description, it usually has a transcript. Click on it and just read it out loud to yourself, normal voice. And just ask yourself, what is he talking about?
Bruh, all that bass in his voice and in his head, literally, it got everybody thinking he's saying something. He really not saying nothing. Like, I don't. I'm telling you, it's the women that's giving him money for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Are starting to wake up, thank God. But we need to get the women to wake up because this is very unfortunate.
Do you think? Let me before we read this one. Do you think it's because he knows that these women more likely, because he knows his niche. His niche is single Black moms.
Yeah.
Predominantly with boys. Mm-hmm. So they're already kind of taxed out. They don't know what to do with their child. And they see him as like for lack of a better term, a virtual stepdad.
Yeah.
For them. And that's why the money keeps flowing in. Go ahead.
That it's strange because why would you even want your son to be like that? Like the
hell? Oh no, yeah.
Like that shit is scary. Like, and that just and it reiterates that a lot of women in general, not even just Black women, a lot of women just be picking the wrong dude and not understanding they're picking the wrong dude. Because why would you even want your son to be associated with that type of rhetoric? When one of his girlfriends had came out, like she was saying that's how she met him. Like literally, she was looking for
sure did.
Like,
yep.
like on her son, and then some way somehow he ended up in her pants. Like, I'm perplexed. Like, are we trying to get help for our son, or are we trying to get a feel on? And then, you know what's crazy? She said her son never interacted with him, not once. He never interacted with that kid. What was the point? But
if you go back and watch that movie that the movie that came out, we see that in there.
I watched maybe 15 minutes of it, and I said, I can't.
Oh, we did the whole thing.
Oh,
we watched the whole thing over here. We watched it.
My followers will tell me I should do a watch party. I said, I can't. I'm gonna kill myself.
No, watch party. It trust me, it's gonna traumatize you. There's no question about that. But no, do a watch party. I think you'll do it.
I'm stressed.
Do it.
About the movies.
Okay, this one, I'm sorry, this is one of mine. Whether he's scamming or not, it ain't cool to kick a brother while he's down. My only question for Rocker T is, does this apply? Do you apply this ethic everywhere?
My question is, why can't he spell weather?
There's a good question there. I did notice that, by the way. I did notice that he didn't spell it correctly, but I didn't want to try to wet her, because I thought that might get us, some after dark strike right there if I try to pronounce that. So I just said weather, like what I think he was trying to say. But does he apply this ethic everywhere? Does he apply this don't kick somebody while they're down ethic all the time?
Because he's a clown and a dashiki talking about Black Power, we can't say nothing. They can go to hell. Okay, like I'm for whatever reason, because he screams Black Power, we're not allowed to say anything. And I don't even want to say Black Power. That's not even really what it is. I know legitimate Pan-Africanists. I know legitimate people that really are doing the work. I don't know what this is. Like, this is I can't.
Well, guess what? I don't know what these are. Fan DMs? What are these?
What does it mean?
Oh my gosh. Oh, these are Doctor. Hey, Doc. Oh, these are the ones from Instagram. I know what these are. I saw some of these. So he's been posting on Instagram DMs. Had you seen these? Clearly not.
What is this?
Hey, look, my editor is the business. Y'all shout out my editor. Type Mark in the chat. So yeah, he has been posting on Instagram just screenshots of conversations. It is the weirdest thing. It is so weird. Anyway, hey, Dr. Umar, why can't you just have one queen and she ride out with you and be the secretary? And when y'all come home, she can be all you need at home. My wife is walking in the garage. I know she's having a fit hearing me read this. Can you please?
If I'm married to you, I would want to travel with you, and I would want to share you with another woman. You can love your people and do the work that you were created to do. But intimately, privately, and personally, you can only be with me. They're so thirsty and so
they are thirstastic.
Why we're all going to die.
add this one to your list. This whole two queen thing. Add that to your list of.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. He I got a video dropping where he talks about the only way he's going to open up the schools when he has two wives.
Then that's never, because I can't even say who would. Yeah.
Well, what's going to happen first? What's going to never happen first? The two wives of the school.
the two wives will happen before the school. Absolutely.
Right.
Because they're done.
The two wives he can get married on the moon. That'll happen before the school opens up.
Yeah. What?
Please stop this. Yeah, these are. Oh my word, y'all.
Y'all, my face is probably looking real crazy. I'm trying my hardest, and I can't. I'm wow.
I'm on the third word, and I'm actually done. I actually don't even want to watch the rest of this.
I'm not. All right, let me try to be mature.
Okay, we're gonna try to be mature.
King David had to be persecuted by King Saul, the very man he looked up to, yet tried to kill him. Why did King Saul do this? Because he saw the greatness in David and wanted to snuff it out. First of all, am I not? Maybe no. Was Dr. Umar not the one that was dragging Christianity? So why are we talking?
He does it all the time.
Okay,
he drags us all the time.
They don't even know who their king is. They don't even know his purpose of beliefs. Anyways, I don't tell you for this. Wait, what? I don't tell you this for it to go over your what? I don't tell you this for it to go to your head. I know that life itself knows how to humble us and keep us humble. What? Get in. Now the crayon's coming out. I can't. I tell you because I'm reminding you that you are far greater than your current circumstances. Forget Medea. Forget the haters. Focus on your mama, your vision, and the followers that truly rock with you. Also understand that leaders are often never truly celebrated for who they are until they are gone. Less than being easy, okay with that, baby. Love you. Hashtag sorry so long. Hashtag was on my flow.
Oh. What is going on here?
Jesus put me at the worst time period. I think I should have been in the 40s or something when things made sense in the world. This is crazy. There's no way. What?
I think we should just read them. I don't even know.
This is crazy. Your editor's on D.
Yeah, he is on some different stuff. Mark is on some different stuff here. I didn't even think about these. And oh my gosh. All right, let's pull this over. Let's see. Oh, this is not going to work, Jason. Let's do it like this. There we go. Good afternoon. As a psychologist yourself, do you believe you have any mental, Lord have mercy, health diagnoses? Or are you just a very passionate individual? Thanks. Have a great day. Go ahead and read.
Good Garvey day, Empress. Why do you feel that passion constitutes a mental illness?
Oh, let me ask you a question. I don't know how much, Umar, you've explored out here in these internet streets. Well, first of all, have you ever heard him talk about just at random, like today is September 10th, the birthday of Nat Turner's second wife, who helped him rub his feet after the Nat Turner revolt. Yes. Have you heard him do that?
Yes.
Okay. God. So I have a theory. Do you think he's just making those days up? Or do you think they're real? Like, do you think it's really somebody's birthday? Or do you think he's just making that up out of whole cloth?
To be honest, no one would look it up. So I wouldn't be shocked if he was. But no, I think they actually might be certain like real dates. Some of them. I feel like some of them
really
out his butt. But I feel like they might actually be real days only because a lot of things, even though they sound ridiculous and they're very grandiose, a lot of them actually do have some sort of merit. So I would hope, that I would hope that he's not just saying like, oh yeah, today is Dr. Martin Luther King's side chick birthday.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. I think he actually might. I feel like it'd be having some truth, but it'd be like, for example, you know how like we celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Day, not on his birthday, it's like maybe a few days before or something like that. Like I feel like it might have some sort of whatever. It's not 100%. It's more like 50 with a little bit of gravy.
It's just amazing. Like, wow, you keep coming because I think they're all made up. I think they're made up out of whole cloth. He just has a good memory. I think he has a good memory. I have a friend of mine who has a very impressive memory. It's pretty scary. He'll bring up stuff and you're like, dang, yeah, you're right. You really did. I mean, he's got dates. He knows a lot of stuff and it's really interesting. I think Umar probably has a really good memory.
Yeah,
and he can remember these things and kind of makes them up. But I think he knows the people in his mind and then just says, today is, Frederick Douglass's nursemaid's birthday or something like that. Or today's the anniversary of the first time that, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm like that to an extent, but not really, because I have to consume a lot of information all the time. Like I have 3 channels and I don't even remember everything. So I don't know how he's doing that.
Well, that's true. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, and I could be wrong. Hear me. I'm one of the few podcasters who will say, "Look, I could be dead wrong. He could be right, and right about all of it." It just seems entirely too interesting and too convenient that all these dates rock like that. But he could be right. I just don't think he is. But I think I'm willing to be made wrong. If Umar wants to come on here and tell me he's wrong, I'm wrong.
Has he ever reached out to you?
Has he reached out to you?
He's not stupid. I don't play that.
I'm about to say, he might reach out to you before he reach out to me. I'm just saying, Black Queens forever.
I'm not dumb.
If I were to donate to the 500 cause, you gonna take me out? LOL.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Say again.
That's how it's supposed to be, right? You pay $500 and
that's what it was supposed to be. Let's see what happened. What did he say? Good evening, ma'am. While I'm flattered, I only date women in my own race. This decision is not out of hatred, but out of love for the Black family. So I guess we just gonna overlook the fact that he don't have a Black family, right?
We gonna overlook the fact that he's a deadbeat and money is money. What are you talking about? $500. Like, what the heck? Like, I don't care. Money is green. Money is green. You can cater who you want to cater to, but you're broke and you ain't got no money for the school and it's gonna get taken away from you. Therefore, take that money. Also, I have a theory. I think these are all fake.
Oh, I no argument for me. I've heard people say that he has multiple phones and he probably, or multiple accounts and probably sending them to himself. I totally can get that. In the words of Prince, though, money don't matter tonight.
Like he's unemployed. He got plenty of time to do this.
Yeah. I no argument for me. No, none whatsoever. But you know who I'm not gonna argue with? Yes, ma'am, dropping you another 10 piece. Shout out, showing you some support. I'm right there for it. Shout out to you. All right, let's go.
Let's see what the next one is.
Oh my gosh. Did you hear that interview with him? That radio interview?
One of these people sent it to me. I have not yet looked at it. I have to work on this other scammer video, and then I have to go back to Dr. Umar. So now I'm like, what? I guess I gotta watch it. I gotta watch the movie.
It's a listen. It's a listen. There's nothing to see. It's a radio.
I'm watching it or listen to it in the shower or something.
Yeah. Just heard the Baba David interview and am so happy that you have managed to save FDMG. Let's just stop. He hasn't saved FDMG. He has paid his bills for those 2 buildings. I don't get any back slaps for paying the bills. I don't get any back. Why are y'all giving Umar back slaps for doing what he should be doing, which is being a responsible man?
He shouldn't have even been in that position in the first place.
Well, there's that too. There's that as well. I just went and paid all the bills for the month. And I did not get celebrations. Let me see if I can get some celebrations if I do that. Maybe get a little
the balloons.
The little reactions that pop up. It's not doing it. I don't know why. But I didn't get anything for doing my responsible task. So why does he get it? Let's keep it going. Good luck and bless. Thank you for the update. There are Black people like you who cannot afford to be a major donor to a school, but I am rooting for you all the same. I have informed everyone I know about you, and hopefully some of them will be able to donate financially to the school. And I have confronted and challenged many of your detractors online. Uh-oh. Have you been confronted?
I wish somebody, y'all, what in the hell? This one might be real because they do sound just like
this one does sound real. I ain't gonna lie, this one does sound real.
This one actually sounds believable because they do be acting like this. Wait, these people have his WhatsApp?
What's that?
This is a WhatsApp message.
Is it?
Yes, and I could because of the background, the placement.
Oh, it is. You're right.
I'm confused. They have his Cash App. They have his number.
I don't know.
Yeah, all right. He ain't. I tried Diddy, as the kids say.
Well, if you go to his Instagram, you'll see a lot of these. So I'm just assuming that that's where they captured it from. But that's a great catch. I didn't know. I didn't see that.
Posting these things. What is going on?
Say again.
Why is he even posting this stuff?
I don't know. As confirmation, so people can keep doling out money. Hello, Dr. Umar. My daughter attends college in Louisiana. And in their African American Studies class, they have a unit about you. Thought that, oh my gosh. I want to know what that unit's about.
In their African.
Hold on. Somebody in the chat, please. Somebody in the chat, find out what are they teaching. I'm gonna go with LSU, but it could be Xavier. Is Dillard in Louisiana or is that in Alabama? Anyway, there's a school.
My guess is it's MARS.
What is that?
Mars, because this is a lie. Okay, this is a lie. This is a lie, and it's a joke. And if it's true, it is the audacity. It is the ain't no real professor about to. What are they gonna do? Play his TikToks? Now I'm starting to get upset.
You know what? Hold on.
Flag on each and every one of y'all.
I had to give you a flag on the play. You said M-A-R-S. Yes. I'm sitting there thinking Miller's. I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
What?
Oh, you got me too. I'm mad at you now. I don't even want to. I want to kick you off the show.
No, because it's what? What are they even talking about here? No, that's not possible. You know what? All right. Let me take. I ain't gonna take that back. I said what I said, but you know what's funny? I've had subscribers actually write papers on me. So, now I'm like, I don't know for what. I mean, I'm flattered, but it's like, yeah, y'all could have write about Rosa Parks or like, somebody, I don't know, but I get it. So now that I think about it, maybe it's not a unit. Maybe someone might have did a project or
that could be the case.
Yeah. See, I had to use my critical thinking. You see, unlike the people that wrote these comments.
Unlike them, absolutely.
Because I've had a few people over the years like, hey, I did my dissertation, like I did my project on here it is. I'm like, oh my god, like y'all really watch me, kind of scary.
That's wild.
Yeah, and I mean, this type of cult following, I would assume somebody would have probably did something, and then maybe they would cover his fake activism, or just maybe it would be connected to a lesson on Pan-Africanism in a way.
No, I got you. But speaking, because you mentioned dissertation, I want to shout out Johnny Walker Dredd, who sliced apart Umar Johnson's dissertation.
Oh.
And did a yeoman's job on his channel. Johnny Walker, can you please drop your content? Yes, drop your link in the chat, please. I'm gonna give you the power to do that real quick, so that others can check out what you did over there. And he was recently on Lady Luck Club's channel going over it as well. So you can look up and find it.
So he did go to college. I mean, like he did get a doctorate then. Yeah,
I mean, I have his dissertation. If you want it, I can send it to you.
Yeah, send it to me because I'm a little confused as to why I couldn't find it.
There's a long history behind it. I found it though, and I sent it to everybody. So yeah, I got it, and I'll send it to you in a second. But Johnny Walker, shout out to Johnny Walker Dredd. Just put his link in the chat. Y'all go check him out and make sure y'all give him a like and make sure you drop a green heart. Let him know that I sent you. Shout out to you. But I mean, it's a dissertation, but I do ask that you read the dissertation and then you read Johnny Walker's destruction of the dissertation, because there is something called a dissertation with Umar Johnson related to it. That's all I'm gonna say. You got to go read you got to go watch the breakdown. But mind you, his dissertation is only like 79 pages, so it's quick read.
Wait, it's 79 pages.
Mm-hmm.
How did he graduate? Well,
it doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember how long my master's one was, child. I just know I wanted to get it over with. My thing probably trashed too. Over it. I was so over school by the time I was like,
well, his is really interesting. His was interesting, but like I said, Johnny Walker Dredd did an excellent job of just dissecting it. Let's just say it like that. And it's a 4-part series on Johnny Walker Dredd. And I think it's just one long video. Him and Lady Luck Club are talking about it recently. I see what they are doing. Dang, Snow Bunny went crying to their papas to bring you down. I don't care if you do the school or not. That sentence right there has got to be the craziest sentence.
They be like that.
Say again?
They do be coming like that, saying that. Like, oh, I don't
right, but I don't care if you do or not. Like, why? So y'all are okay with me saying, hey, send me money for a project and I never do it. Y'all are okay with that?
First of all, the rest of this comment is unhinged. Your message is a walking school itself. What in the world?
Keep spreading the word of self-love and real Pan-Africans. The real Pan-Africans. Self-love, the real Pan-Africans. There's something missing there. Your message is a walking school itself. Don't give up. Keep the message strong. Dummies, you ask for donations, not payment. I'm sorry. Are you traumatized?
I am. This one might take the cake.
Let me tell you right now, the cake might be taken several times because I got a bad feeling there's more cake taken to be taken.
That might be the worst one. You can't even spell damn right. Come on.
He was talking about. He was saying like the snow bunnies are the ones that build the dam, like that build the dam, right? Maybe.
Basically, what it damn snow bunny went crying to they papas to bring you down. Who's he referring to?
I don't know. Oh, this is interesting. You want to read the beginning?
I'm obsessed with your videos. You're so funny.
Good Garvey day, princess. I don't mind you being humored by my gospel. That was offensive. But my intent is to educate, not make you laugh. If you've learned nothing, then my work is in vain and I have failed my ancestors. His ancestors are like, don't bring me up in here. Do not bring me up into this foolishness.
His ancestors is definitely never helping him because what? First of all, he doesn't know that he's funny. You know what's funny about my video? When I first posted it, the first few hundred comments was like, oh, y'all actually took him serious. Oh, I'm not even black and I thought he was a comedian. Swear to God.
I've said it. I think Umar Johnson would probably be a killer stand-up comedian.
Oh, absolutely.
Hands down.
I'll support his comedic career after he pays all the money back and then, I'll support it.
No.
Yes.
I approve of that message. Well, I don't know he'll be able to get away with it now, but
a lot of unintelligent people on the internet. And this comment here.
Whoa. We got more support. Let's go see what we got here.
Wait, hold up. Let's look at Vonnie's comment. Got me crying because I was about to say that and I forgot. The good Garvey day is crazy.
Yeah, what is that?
I don't even know. I guess
I have no idea what the good Garvey day is. I thought.
Oh, have you heard about Marcus Garvey being a scammer? I've heard that.
Yes. Yep. My friend April Chapman did a video about that. Marcus Garvey, very similar. There's a lot of similarities between Umar Johnson and Marcus Garvey. It's not ironic that he latched on to Marcus Garvey like that. Yeah. Marcus Garvey was selling the whole thing about building ships to go back to Africa. And no ship was built. None of that happened. But that's what so again, there's a lot of similarities between Marcus Garvey and Umar. Yeah, shout out to April over at Unshakable. She did a video on that recently as well. So yeah, he was again, whether he was a scammer or whether he started out well-meaning or not, I don't know if the argument can be made. But yeah, it was a Black Star Line. Yep, Black Star Line was his ship company, allegedly.
Yeah, that stressed me out when they were like, yeah, look it up. I was like, I don't want to look it up. No. I was like, I don't want my life. Yeah, when I found out Dr. Martin Luther King might have been cheating on his wife, I was like, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to hear nothing no more. At this point, Jesus is never coming back. If they ever, there's no way I wouldn't come back to us. He probably got a whole new species somewhere on Pluto. Like,
you are wild. You know what? Yeah, I'm putting you in timeout.
Bro, we're horrible.
All right, let's find out how horrible we are. The Dr. Umar slander will not be tolerated. So you better stop it.
It says he is stealing y'all's money. First of all, can't nobody steal anything that we freely give, okay? Then he says he's been building a school for 30 years. It has not been 30 years. It's been close to 10, but it hasn't even been 10. And you clearly said y'all's money, which means it ain't yours. I don't think you should be concerned about where other people's money is going at this point, especially when you really don't hear much fuss when people freely give to the Jamal Bryants, the TD Jakes, and I don't see anything being built within our community. So
okay, I'm going to have to stop. I live here in Atlanta. I got lots of smoke for Jamal Bryant. He's a Morehouse graduate as well. And I talk about him pretty regularly. He does do things, though. He actually he does do things. Whether I agree with those things that he does,
I'm dead.
He does do things, though. So it's not just you putting in money and there's not a building that you can go to. There's not activity. Jamal does stuff with the money.
Yeah, that's what I've seen too.
And you know what? I don't want to do it, but Jakes does stuff with the money. Whether it's right or wrong, I think we need to have that discussion. But you can't say to Jakes, you send money and then there's no building to go to. There's no, because at the moment, Umar is not on that plane. Now, whether or not we agree with Jakes and agree with Jamal, that's another discussion. But you can't say that they actually are not doing something with the money that is tangible, that can be seen. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, they dumb. Like they think that Umar gonna slide in their DM one day. They think Umar gonna be their husband. They gonna be white. Like Umar don't care about none of y'all. He's more than likely covertly sleeping with white women. More than likely has way more kids than we know about. More than likely he's gonna start a whole nother project and he's trying to find an excuse to end this one. Because now it's becoming too expensive to keep, especially if it's not open. Realistically, why didn't he just make it a private school and charge people tuition?
Well, I mean, he's going to charge them tuition. It's $500 a student. You probably are like myself. When you first heard of it, the school was free.
It was.
No, since the first time I heard about it, and when on my channel, if you go looking in the archives, I would only talk about Umar Johnson when he would say things that ran afoul of the Christian doctrine. When he would say foul stuff like white Jesus or all this kind of crazy stuff that he would talk about, that's when I would only call him out. So really, the school was never on my radar, but I've heard him talk about it. And I do remember when he was saying that the school was going to be free. But somewhere along the years, there's a $500 a month tuition has come up.
Looking at that area, being from the hood myself, and understanding the economy, can't nobody in that area afford no $500 tuition.
Not when there's a free school 2 blocks down the road. Nope.
Yeah, like that place is the hood. And it's funny because I thought about it and I regret not doing it. I wanted to do the area, like literally capture it. But I was like, first of all, that is an invasion of privacy to these people. But also it's like, I didn't think it would be that whatever. But now I'm like, nah, I should have went. I should have went around. I did go around the corner and go to the liquor store because it was cheaper. But
what you get at that liquor store? Go on, tell us. I got
some the 1800 Patron, like the little flavored John. You know, I didn't get no real liquor because I was trying to get out of there. Mind you, like I said, I grew up in the hood. I moved to other hoods. I ain't gonna hold you. I was low key like watching my back the whole time. Like I was like, Chad, I feel like I'm about to get snatched. Like somebody about to snatch the locks off my head. Like it's a very sketchy type of area. Therefore, $500 tuition where? Like these people need $500 for their rent. They need it for their car. They need it for everything but this. $500 to learn literally racist rhetoric. And I know people like to say black people can't be racist. I whatever. Okay?
That's not true.
It's not like that. It's powerless racism. Okay.
Well, I think, and I've talked about this on my channel before. The definition of racism clearly has changed since when I was a child to today. I have a dictionary. It's not behind me, but if you look at the dictionary definition, it is the belief that one race is genetically superior to another.
Yep.
Now we've added this power and privilege thing to it to make up for the fact that people are like, well, wait, y'all say that black people are superior than white folks, so y'all racist. Well, then to support the rhetoric of black folk can't be racist, or other minority groups can't be racist, they added that power and privilege so that they can say, well, we don't have power, we don't have privilege, therefore we can't be racist. Yeah. So we can be bigoted or we can be preferential, but no, all of it is racism, all of it is partiality. All right, let's see what this lady's saying. Let's see what she got.
I think that it's more intelligent for people to pour their money into someone who actually has a plan to progress the community, who actually has a plan to help combat miseducation within our community. It's better to take a chance at doing that instead of giving money to causes like political candidates who already promise nothing in return to help our community or anything. I think the focus should shift to that instead of someone who is actively trying to actually build something for our community to help progress. Like I said, we already know that the public education system has tremendously failed the children in our community. So why not take a risk, take a chance, so to speak, with someone who actually has a plan, who's actually acting on it? And that's why I said the conversation shifts from, it was, oh, ain't no school, he scammed you, ain't no school. Now people see that there's actually a school because he still needs money to keep the lights and everything else on. So now you can't say that anymore. Now y'all saying, oh, he's stealing y'all, he's scamming, he's stealing y'all money. blase, blase. I need y'all to pick a struggle and stick with it. Okay, y'all don't want.
And she has kids.
You hear it. The only thing we don't hear is a smoke detector. Ma'am, nobody, man, he doesn't have a school. He has buildings.
Yo, my comments were full of that. It's not a school, it's an abandoned building.
Right. Like, ma'am, that's not the case. That's not it. This is the lady that says that you have a car. If you have a vehicle sitting on bricks with no doors and no engine in it, you have a car.
Yeah.
Ma'am, no, you don't. You do not have a car. You have a you got a mausoleum to failure sitting on your front yard on bricks, but you do not have a car.
Yikes.
And again, this is some bad, but I'd love for her to show me where's the plan.
Yo, I'm trying to figure that. Well, maybe his flapping gums. Like I said, all he does is
like, where's the plan? Like, is it written anywhere? Is there a website?
No.
Is there somewhere I can see it so I can kind of see the vision and be like, oh, I got you. I'm with you. Yeah, okay. Where is it?
The vision has changed numerous times. Just like how you said it was free. Just like I remember it was free and now it's $500. At one point, it was a black boarding school, and then
it was a boarding school. Forgot about that. Yep.
And then at one point, I think girls were included, and then they were dropped. And then, like, it's just a lot. At that point, I was like, yeah, I'm not adding all this. It was just too much. So, yeah, I mean, his vision, his plan, his whatever changed numerous times anyway.
And since it's not written down anywhere, how are you knowing that what it is that you're running after? Like, that you're supporting, that you're taking a risk? Because, I mean, sure, the public schools in your area might be failing, and that's probably a good argument. But how are you sure that this guy's not going to fail you?
Child, at least your kids will learn something in that school. I don't know if they learn anything in Dr. Umar school. This is crazy.
Absolutely.
Support. Y'all don't think that investing in the education of our youth is important? Fine, sit on the sidelines. But all the constant rhetoric around trying to get other people to feed into y'all lies about him not actually building a school and everything, when it's evident, there's an address, there's a physical school, there's repairs that have been made. No. There's so much evidence that says otherwise. And
what
yet
evidence?
Y'all still find it in y'all to try and knock down everything that this man has been trying to do for our youth, for our children. And the only valid critique that y'all have is that it's taking a long time. Everything else outside.
I don't think that's, do you think that's the only critique?
Okay, let us go down the rabbit hole in the list of things that we're also talking about. It's been over a cajillion years. We still see no school. There is no accreditation. There are no permits that we have been able to see. There is no business plan. There is no staff. There is no website. We cannot track the donations fully. We only see what the IRS has, which is what he has reported, which I'm very sure does not include Cash App, PayPal, all that extra stuff.
Donations.
Yeah,
gifts,
his rhetoric is
gifts.
very harmful. And it begs to differ. Isn't he supposed to be the principal? That's another point of contention. Like, how are you gonna be the principal and you talk like that? Like, that's crazy.
And you drive and you're always around. You're not there.
Right. You don't got a house. Okay. Well, he lived with his mama. There's a couple of there's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah. We could go down the laundry list of a lot. Like, what is she even talking about? That's why I'm like, I feel like all these people do is watch his little live streams, and they're not really looking into what they're looking into. How you support something you don't even know what you're supporting?
No, I mean, is he going to live on campus? Because again, like you said, the vision has changed, and it was supposed to be a boarding school, which is crazy work. I think he was talking boarding school because he wanted to try to push that idea. I don't know if you remember when he alleged was trying to buy the William Lewis.
Yes.
The college.
Yeah, the HBCU.
Can you imagine how much that would have cost? Just in upkeep alone.
He clearly doesn't know, and obviously we can't criticize because
we ain't donate.
We ain't
donations.
Go to hell.
Donations.
I'm not stupid.
Right. Let's get this done. Let's get it.
Out of that is false, and it's just y'all theory. Y'all just don't want to believe that someone could actually care enough to do something to help benefit our community. We've been burned by a lot of fake and fraud, so I kind of understand why some people could be hesitant. But again, that's just y'all theory. That's just y'all don't want to believe it because the evidence proves otherwise. I think that we have so much healing to do as a community, and it's really sad. It really is. There are a lot.
When Dr. Umar talking, y'all be laughing, but he be dead ass serious. Y'all need to look at what's going on around y'all. We all know about slavery. We all know about mass incarceration. We know about all of that. One thing y'all not paying attention to is this whole Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never. Let me tell y'all. Other day I'm on Instagram and I see this boy. He don't even look familiar. I read the caption. It says Tiger Woods' son. Tiger Woods' son. This boy don't even look black. He barely look black. Later on, I get on TikTok and I see Diana Ross with all her children and white grandchildren. The Diana Ross, big hair, big eyes, black nose. The Diana Ross with white grandchildren. Tracy Ellis Ross, big hair, big eyes, big butt, black woman with white nieces and nephews. We already know about Michael Jackson, them kids. We already know they're not his.
Oh, you want to jump in?
I'm embarrassed. This is the type of shit. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? I'm sorry. I know that y'all, you know, your followers hate the cussing and all that, but it's just like, this right here is crazy. Are y'all serious? What?
And what does that have to do with Umar though? Like, I don't understand. Like, Umar's rhetoric.
Someone in your comments said that too. Like, yup, all because he says Black Queens Forever. This is exactly what I was talking about in the beginning. Because he panders to Black women so much, they will sit here and they will ride for him just because he has that rhetoric of Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never. Like, it is so ridiculous because what are we actually talking about? Like, who cares? Like, bro, it is 2025. People can be who they want to be. And you know what's funny? I can't stand this because a lot of Black women be the same ones that sit there like, oh, well, Black men don't like me, so I go where I wanted. And they do this whole divestment and talking down on Black men and da-da-da. So it's like, pick a problem.
Pick a struggle.
Which one are we doing here? Are we divesting or are we not? Because it's just, I love who you love, go where you're loved. I get it, but it's like when we start talking about stuff like that, like who cares? What they do, what they like, they want to go marry white women and white men, and like who cares? Who cares? You can't. There's nothing you can really do about that. But just because a lot of and Black men feel like that too. There's a lot of Black men. Oh well, Black women didn't like me, so I went to the white girls and da da da. I get it, but it's like, why is it that when someone panders to you, you overlook all of the nonsense that they do?
I agree. I want to talk about one part of it though. Whomever, and I agree with you, just be with whomever you want to be with. That's perfectly fine. No issue with from me whatsoever. The problem is don't make a political statement out of your relationship. Like, don't use the person that you are dealing with, the person that you're dating, the person that you're married to as a political pawn and be like, and whatever. If you, I have a Black wife and I love my Black wife. I have friends who are in interracial relationships. That's perfectly fine. That's the person that rocks with you. I just want them to be there when your eyes close for the last time. I just want you to be happy with somebody that's going to give you children and help you raise them, and y'all just get old and crusty together. That's fine. I don't care. It doesn't matter. But see, Umar's rhetoric is really just political pandering in your relationship and using your relationship as a political statement, which I think is crazy work.
Yeah, the whole thing is crazy because child, that you could tell they want him to see those videos so bad. They probably all
they campaigning for him. They campaigning real quick. Amethyst, thank you so much. Has a child criminal background check been done? I don't know. That's a fantabulous question. On who? On Umar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure he probably has. Wait, what is it? He wants a fake relationship to con people more. There you go.
Into that. Can I look up somebody's criminal background like that?
I'm sure you probably could. Well, why are you doing that? Let's finish struggling through this.
But they get his legacy. You get what I'm saying? Moving on to Serena Williams. If her daughter marries a white man, her whole bloodline will literally be washed. They are washing of our bloodlines. So back to Dr. Umar. When he's saying Black Queens Forever, Snow Bunnies Never, that's what he's talking about. Stop washing y'all bloodlines.
Every single day.
Oh, this one is crazy town. Have you seen this one?
I've seen him, but I don't know if I've seen this video.
Oh, this one's totally insane. Do you want to add anything to the whole washing your bloodline shenanigans?
Yeah, she can go to sleep.
Go away. Go take a nap. Take a nap. All right. This one right here is wild.
Without fail, I see a Dr. Umar hit piece. I'm not saying Dr. Umar is the perfect man, but there is no bigger Black American, Black people advocate on the internet than Dr. Umar. And every day when I see these random ass people who, what are you doing? What are you doing for Black folk?
Here's an issue. I'm gonna just stop right here. One of the things I notice a lot of time, your face, what's that face you're making? One of these things I notice is they go from the individual to the community. I'm responsible for myself, and then I'm responsible to the community. There's just like this little tiny, like a little smidgen in between there. Do you know what it is?
What?
My own family. Like they jump from me being responsible for myself to the community. I'm responsible to those women in my living room and kitchen I hear right now. I'm responsible to my mom and my dad and my extended family. Then we can talk about the community, sure. But they just kind of treat it like we don't have families. Like you don't have anybody that you're connected with. You don't have a husband or a wife or children that you're responsible to. You go, you're responsible for yourself and then the community. Like, well, what about my family?
You know,
in my own house.
I'm beginning to believe in the theory that a lot of my followers have been saying, that he's using some sort of spiritual brainwashing on these people, because there's absolutely no way you could be that dumb. Like it's actually kind of getting a little scary now. Like it's one thing to support someone because you support them, do what you do. But now I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, like, okay, no, y'all dead serious.
No, they're dead serious. And this guy is serious. Like he's serious and seriously crazy. But like, I'm not responsible to the community. I am responsible to my wife. And dare I say, to my wife and children, to my church, and maybe then the community, my neighborhood. But you make it sound like I'm responsible to this Black man, or this Black man is responsible to me. That's crazy.
Apparently, I don't know.
I don't know you.
A lot of them do have that ideology. A lot of, I don't, I get it to an extent, but no, it doesn't work because Black people don't think as a collective. It's good and bad.
And nobody else speaks like that. You don't see other people groups talk like that.
Nope.
And I'm like, why do we do it even? Like, I don't see the Hispanics saying that they're responsible to one another. Asians or Indians, I'm sure they are in a collective sense, maybe in their families, but I don't see them saying they're responsible to the whole community. That doesn't work. It doesn't make sense.
They always just come on here, Dr. Umar's going broke. Where's the school at? Nigga, did you throw $1? Did you throw a $5? Like, who are these people just coming out of nowhere? You COINTELPRO agents. Y'all attack Dr. Umar going broke. And like, not to mention, like, a white dude can hop online, say, I got this app I'm coming up with. I got this project I'm coming up with. The nigga will raise $3 billion and no one will blink an eye. But Dr. Umar trying to build a school with no government funding or anything. Y'all are not donating. And then y'all just come online to trash him. I just think it's nasty work. And I don't like Dr. Umar hate. Like, he needs somebody to stand up with him. I'll be the guy, because I don't know what y'all are doing, but it's nasty work. Because what are y'all doing? Y'all aren't helping. Y'all aren't putting programs together. Y'all not building institutions. But y'all just going to take down Dr. Umar?
I'm minding my Black business. That's what I do.
I'm minding my own business, but let me ask you a question. What programs is Umar, like literally, what programs is Umar building or instituting? What institutions has he built?
Yo, very true.
Besides saying it, what actual institution? I'll wait. We can be here the rest of the night. What institution has he actually built?
I never even heard of him working at the Boys and Girls Club that is right behind the school that he's
right behind the school. Yeah.
Right there. I don't understand it. Right.
Yeah, I don't know him him to be doing anything that's beneficial for the community besides talking.
Yep.
Besides talking. He doesn't have a boys mentoring situation. He's not teaching boys how to change oil in cars or change a flat.
Good grift. He could have did a paid mentorship. He's dumb. Like, come on now. If we really, like, he really could have did this a better way and still help the community. Could have did a paid mentorship. Could have did a tutoring center. All that.
No beginning of the year backpack drives.
Yo, facts.
Nothing.
Not
Zero.
even the simple stuff. Not even the, like, come on.
Not even the run of the mill. Not even connecting with the schools in the community. I'm sure there are schools in the community where you can say, hey, I'm going to be doing this Saturday enrichment. If you want to send, if you want to support, we're going to be doing a Saturday book club. We're going to be doing a Saturday enrichment to help our students get better at reading, get better at math. Because Pan-Africanism doesn't translate into better math scores. It will not translate into better, maybe some reading, but I doubt that highly. I doubt highly it's going to translate into better science scores. But reading is always needed. And if he said that, but I don't see any. So what, to that gentleman at the end, what programs is Umar offering?
I guess when he speaks, I guess they trying to count his speaking engagements and his little ghetto parties or something.
But that's still not anything tangible.
I mean, for them,
that's rhetoric. That's just me getting hyped up and like, yeah, I went to see him, but I still got to go, I got to go pay my bills when I get home. I still got to take care of my family. So what is he doing? What program is teaching me how to better handle my money so I can have more money at the end of the month than at the end of my money? What is he doing? I thought so.
Crazy. These people are crazy. Like,
yeah.
Please don't tell me there's more.
No, that's the end of it. That's the end of it. Thank God.
I'm gonna say your editor is phenomenal for sitting through all that nonsense. That is crazy.
That was outstanding. But yeah, I'm like, in hearing this argument, I think there might be something there, some brainwashing, some hypnotism, some Jedi mind tricking going on.
Yeah.
These people really do believe that this is something here. And I did a video on Mark Lamont Hill talking about it. And you're like, what is the evidence? What is the evidence that you're using to make these audacious claims that Umar Johnson is going to open up a school? Besides rhetoric, what is it?
They don't
know.
It's
I like this.
Insane. Like it's sad because I think also it's about the sunken cost fallacy, right? Like, you sit there and you're settling something, you put so much time into something, you supported someone for so long, so to sit there and retract your support, it makes you look crazy. But also I think it's it's like, oh well, I stuck with him for this long, so let's keep riding with him. I think that's what a lot of it is, besides brainwashing, to be honest.
Yeah, but even in that, I agree with you. I guess I've had sunk cost analysis problems before, and I've determined I got to cut ties. I know when I cut ties, I am cutting off this X amount of dollars that I've invested into this, and it's no longer useful for me. I'm just going to have to cut the ties, and just because I can't keep throwing more money after it.
That's
and
but I think that's what these people think. They think the more money, the more support, the more shares, the more they stick up for this man every 2 seconds, that it's going to do something for them, or it's going to magically make the school appear. I don't even know. I think a lot of these women think that he going to DM them one day. I really think that's what that is, because ain't no way. The men, I don't know what their excuse is. No. I don't get it. I don't.
Well, that's a good question. I mean, a good point. I do think that they probably want him to slide into them DMs.
Oh yeah, and I don't know. He seems to actually interact with followers. So
yeah, I'm about to say, how many DMs has he slid into?
Shit, from what I've heard so far, just looking at the women's stories and all, I'm like, this is disturbing.
It is.
I'm telling you, it's insecurity. It's just literally insecurity. It's what happens when you don't have a father in the home, like him.
Yeah.
He's a father, not the home.
Oh, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Well played. Well played.
Yo, seriously, this is what happens when you don't have a father in the home. He's literally it's crazy.
That was a good catch.
No, this is what happens. And I'm not saying that, if you were raised by a single mother, you'd be susceptible to this type of brainwashing. But I'm saying, if you never had any male figure, male mentor, male whatever telling you, being there for you, and, encouraging you along the way, you can't fall susceptible to this nonsense because you don't know what a man is supposed to be. You think that you think that Dr. Umar is a regular person. This is not regular.
This is not regular schmeggler at all. Okay, so Island Girl, the rumor has it that it's about 1.4 to 1.6. That's where most people are saying, I think it could easily be probably $2 million.
Yeah, realistically, in terms of what can be documented, I've always stayed safe in saying 400,000, 700,000, but we all know it's more. Documented wise, that's what you can see, but there's way more than that. And plus, he's been collecting longer than he claims. Just looking at forums and stuff, like trying to like find the old stuff, it's like, wow, he really has been collecting money for a while. So it's like,
yeah, he has. So, Ivana.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Woo, this was long. 2 hours? Woo, child.
You ain't did a 2-hour marathon before?
No, this is a lie. I need to go eat.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Well, real quick, tell us what about your channel one more time, just in case any of my subscribers. I see a lot of people from your channel in the chat, but anybody who doesn't know about you, who are you, what you're about, what they're going to see when they come over to the Mademoiselle channel.
So I do rants, reactions, and commentary on Black social issues. We do touch on scams here and there. And what else do we do? I have a Haitian channel where I talk about Haitian voodoo politics and folklore. And then I have a personal channel where we do just personal things. So yeah, it's a lot of different things, a lot of different reactions. Talk about beauty scams. That's been my new thing for real, because the scammers be scamming. Like,
the scammers be scamming. Hey, so you scammed us because you're supposed to give us a dance break. So next time, we're gonna have you come over next time for a dance break for sure.
Facts. Also, yeah, I'll probably be doing a part 2 on this because it's just so much. Like the controversies are enough for like a 2, like that would end up being 3 parts at that point. It's sad. It's very unfortunate that people really don't understand what they're supporting. I don't know how he's able to get people like this. I think this is probably the only person I've looked at where there's still people legitimately supporting them and not using their cognitive skills like whatsoever.
Right. It is kind of impressive. Like, wow, how have you gotten these people so hoodwinked that they are still supporting after, you know,
give me a dashiki and start.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna have to do the Dr. Umar Johnson starter kit. All right, dashiki.
Yep. Speak 3 times.
You gotta speak 3 times. Hotel lobby, hotel room, car, or staying outside your house.
Yep. What else? Oh, you need a flag from like every Black country.
It could just be a made up country too, though. It could be Wakanda. It could be Wakanda.
Like,
I mean,
like I don't understand. Like that shit pisses me off so much. Why are you wearing my flag, bro?
Right. Hold on, I got my here we go. I'm ready. You know what? A flag from every country. I got my Morehouse alumni. Here we go. There we go. My brothers.
Yeah, don't forget. Somebody said the black, green, and red rock. I'm done, y'all.
There we go. Peace and scam Africanism. Peace and scam Africanism.
That's a good one. I'm using that. Peace
and of course, yes, Manny's right. And of course, you gotta have all of your means of payment.
Man, this
in the Umar Johnson starter kit. I love it.
Oh yeah, you need a Cash App.
Gotta have Cash App, Venmo.
He loved Cash App.
But he got kicked off of Cash App. So it's like Venmo and PayPal now or something.
Wait, what?
He got kicked off of Cash App.
Oh, you gotta be really doing some nefarious things to get kicked off of Cash App.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'm surprised he's not on crypto, truth be told. But no, he got kicked off of Cash App.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know how to use and send crypto.
That's true.
That's the only reason. But if people were like more onto that, yeah, that would be the best way for him to do this. Like, if we really talk about being a scammer, yeah, realistically, crypto would have been the easiest way to hide all his money.
That is true. That is very true. All right. Thank you so much, Ivana. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, thank you so much. Shout out to all y'all in the chat. I'm sorry I did not announce this ahead of time because y'all would have been outside, but hey. Y'all see it later. Shout out to all y'all that's watching this way later, and this is way too long. Make sure y'all drop a comment if you hit the 2-hour mark. Okay. Yes. We gotta do this again one day.
We do not no Shango sticks. That's the wrong.
What is a Shango stick?
I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna just be quiet.
What's that? Let me look it up. Shango?
No, I don't know if you want to look it up. Like, well,
Oh my God, what is that? Oh, it's a ritual stick?
he talks about it, but remember, Umar Johnson talks.
Fascinating.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
Very fascinating. I should talk about this on my Haitian channel.
Okay, well, that's gonna be after dark. Don't get me kicked off the unit.
I'm done. I mean, to be honest, I never heard of this. I don't even think
He talks about it, but he says it in reference to something else.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Okay. Now I'm perturbed and disturbed.
Yeah. Now you know why I wasn't gonna bring it up.
God.
That's why I was trying to spare you. Don't let it be said that I didn't spare you. You ruined your own self. So if you have nightmares, it's not my fault.
I'm done. He does.
Ivana, get out of here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye now. Take care, friend.
Bye.
All right. That was Ivana from the Mademoiselle podcast, reading some of Umar Johnson's supporters, comments, DMs, and of course, TikToks, y'all. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so much to everybody who jumped in, whether you're from my channel or from hers. Thank you all, every last one of y'all. That was a lot of fun. And I want to say I appreciate the supers. Thank you so much. Look at the Informant Media for being a member for a month. Thank you so much. And I appreciate not only the members, I appreciate the subscribers. And thank you, everybody who came through and just said, hey, just said, what's up? If you don't mind, please make sure you hit like on the like button, like on the video. Make sure you also go by and check out the Mademoiselle's channel as well. Give her a shout out. Let her know I sent you and all that kind of good stuff. We really appreciate you. All right, we're going to get ready to get out of here because it's getting late. So thank y'all so much. Let's do this again real soon. Everybody have a great night. Grace and peace. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of the J Whip podcast. If you enjoyed today's show, please do me a favor and hit me up with that 3-piece special. Like the video, subscribe, and of course, share it with somebody who would also enjoy this type of content. And make sure you leave a comment because I do pin the best comments to the top. So thank you so much for tuning in today. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.